Hello friends. Oh my gosh, look at this golden hour like serving. I wanted to intro this video before it starts and say welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be honestly just kind of like vlogging my self-care evening and kind of just like, I don't know, romanticizing that, showing you what I like to do on my evenings alone. It is currently 5 o'clock. I don't really have much left to do except spend time with me, which is my favorite time. So I'm gonna be taking you through it, kind of vlogging like we're on FaceTime. And then at the end of this video, I think I'm going to sit down with you guys and we're gonna do a little face mask girl talk. I asked you guys for girl talk questions on my Instagram, so it's kind of mixed in with the Q&A too, but I thought it would be more fun to like integrate it into a vlog. But before we start kind of winding down here in the apartment, I do have 2 quick errands that I need to run. I have to reshoot a quick picture for some content for a brand, so I guess that's like the last work thing I have to do. After that, I'm going to head across town to Home Depot to pick up my Christmas tree. I decided to purchase a new Christmas tree this year because the one that I have, I've had it for like 5 years. It's so wobbly, like something on it broke a few years ago, and every year I put it up, it's like slightly slanted, and I just like decided that it was time to just get a new one. I think I'm gonna put that one in my office. I'm gonna be decorating this weekend, of course vlogging the whole thing. So I'm just kind of getting everything ready for that, getting all the decor ready. And then after we pick up my Christmas tree, I'm going to head to the grocery store to pick up ingredients for dinner. That's pretty much it. Also, look at these super cute slippers that I got from Target. They were $10 and they're like so adorable. I'm back from the grocery store. Let me just give super quick turbo haul of what I got. First, Unreal. Love these. They're like a healthier dessert option. A bunch of red bell peppers for dinner, but you can get any color. I just realized I picked up the wrong beans in the bean aisle. What a scandal. I got cannellini beans. This is not what we need. But luckily, I'm always stocked on beans, so I had black beans. 1 avocado, cinnamon rolls for dessert. This Primal Kitchen no dairy spicy queso dip. It's plant-based. I'm trying to cut back on the cheese. Organic orange juice corn for dinner. The Good Crisp Company cheddar cheese balls. I eye these every time I go in, and I just really wanted to try them. Good, 10 out of 10. Eggs for breakfast, a jalapeno for dinner, and some candlesticks for my candle holders. Last, some tortilla chips. I have chicken boiling over here because I've started making Lola's food like all fresh. So I'm gonna put the chicken in. I don't even eat chicken. We are gonna do a little cook with me, but while I make dinner to really make it feel like we're on FaceTime, I'm going to answer some of your questions, just like girl talk or general questions. And I have my Instagram link down below, so if you want to send in a question or chat with me, you can. I'm gonna chop the bell peppers and get them ready to be stuffed. How do you get in touch with your femininity? Honestly, I've never really thought about that. I was never the girl when I was younger that was really like super girly. I was very much a late bloomer, and I feel like because of that, I grew up maybe not being like super in touch with my femininity, but one thing that really helped me develop that was ballet. But I think more general like advice or tips that I would have is like finding my sense of style helped me so much, and I love it because my sense of style isn't even, I feel like it can vary. Like sometimes I'm in a little mini skirt and I want to put on heels or a dress and just be like super feminine in like my style, or other times I just want to wear really baggy clothes and baggy jeans and maybe like take a more masculine approach to it, but even that makes me feel feminine. So I feel like just finding power in like who you are and what you like and what your style is. Definitely doing some girly stuff like coloring or sitting and watching a chick flick, like just things that make me feel like a 20-year-old girl. What are your top 5 stores to shop at for clothing? I can give you top 3 off the top of my head. Revolve, because they have high quality pieces. Naked Fashion, because they have so much variety. There's a brand called Source Unknown. They have really pretty pieces as well. That's all I can think of off the top of my head, but those are some really good brands. How did you grow your YouTube channel? Any tips for aspiring creators? I guess if you want some like tips for the platform, I always say a good thumbnail really helps. When I started paying more attention to my thumbnails, I felt like my videos got more traffic. Looking for inspo in other videos similar to like the one that you want to create. I'm not really sure how it grew. All I can say is that it was complete divine intervention. Like there's just no way God has not gifted me this platform, and Jesus has like been in every part of this entire journey. And I think from the beginning, I really gave it up to him, and I was like, if this becomes something, then that's amazing. And if it doesn't, I always knew I was doing it because I loved it. But God was just in all the details of it. So I feel like honestly, like standing strong in my faith and like giving it to God, he just like provided. Sometimes I really don't have an answer for it, and I just know that he was involved from start to end on how this channel grew. So that's my favorite thing. Okay, I'm gonna drizzle olive oil on these and then sprinkle salt and pepper. How do you control an acne flare-up? Honestly, good facials help me. I found a good esthetician recently that really helped kind of with like cleaning the skin, especially when you need extractions. That can be super helpful. And snail mucin, also super helpful. It's really anti-inflammatory on the skin. I'll link my favorite snail mucin product below. If I'm not eating clean, then to start eating clean again, because that always helps me personally. Everyone's acne is just so different. It's so tailored to the person. But if you're having trouble with it, definitely see a derm or a doctor just to make sure hormonally everything is okay. I've been binge watching your videos for a while now. You're my favorite comfort YouTuber. I love you guys. I'm gonna put them in the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, while that cooks, I am going to start pouring the like ingredients in here for the stuffing of the pepper. I went ahead and boiled a cup of quinoa. So I think the recipe uses rice. I always like to replace it with quinoa because it has like more protein. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a healthier, it's healthy anyways, so use rice if you want to. What are your biggest tips for waking up early and being productive? I'm a night owl, so am I. I'm definitely not a morning person. I would honestly say one of the biggest tips I've found is start winding down earlier than you think you need to. Since I am a night owl and I want to stay up a long time, like especially in bed, just doing random things. And so if I know I need to be asleep by like 11, I'll start winding down at like 8. At least give myself like time to just like be up and do whatever I want before I have to go to sleep. And also not making myself wake up super early every single day of the week. Like if you work Monday through Friday, then definitely give yourself Saturday and Sunday to sleep in because you'll be more refreshed. Or if you have like a more flexible work schedule, you can like space those days out in between the week. Okay, and now I'm gonna mix in black beans and corn with the quinoa. Okay, what is your biggest advice for living your best life? You absolutely cannot care what other people think. That's just like the biggest advice that I try and live by. It can be hard to put yourself out there on the internet, especially when you know people from your like people you know or people from your past can like watch you and watch you talk now and watch your life. It's a very vulnerable thing. It can feel kind of invasive sometimes. My only way to like truly live my best life is just to stay in my own lane and not care what people think. And if people talk about me, then they're harming their own energy. Just don't care, because it really doesn't matter what people are saying about you. I love this girl talk. I like it because it feels like I'm having a conversation with you. How to care less about what others think of you. Oh, that like is perfect with what I was just saying. As I've grown up, I have cared less what people think about me, but it really was a whole other thing for me to step into it once this channel started taking off, because unfortunately I can't choose who watches my videos. There's just like people that we all know, like they're just like really mad for no reason in the comments. Sometimes it really can be a lot if you let it get to you. But I think one thing for me is that like who I am is so grounded and rooted in my faith and like who God says I am. And so it really doesn't matter to me what other people say or what other people think, because I really, one, try and focus on like all the positivity in my life and know that the bad voices or like judgy voices are super irrelevant, so irrelevant to my daily life. That helps me not care, because I'm like, it literally is like so irrelevant. But also being grounded in knowing like who Jesus says I am and that I'm loved and I'm worthy, and no matter what, like, people can say whatever they want, but that just keeps you at such a like different mind space knowing that. Because if God says that you are loved and worthy and beautiful and smart and chosen, then like it doesn't matter what the girl down the street's saying, it doesn't matter what the person on the internet's saying. How to walk away from a relationship you're unhappy in when you love the person. This can be one of the hardest situations, but you have to realize that love is not enough in any situation. We definitely feel feelings towards people, and it's not that they're not valid, it's just that just feelings are not enough. There's times where it's really hard and you're like, wow, I really love this person, but this just is not working. And you deserve to be in loved and also valued and cared about and taken care of. How to be okay being alone and romanticizing your life. I feel like when I started living alone, that's when I really was able to be happy, like being on my own. And it's just been such a game changer for me. Doing things that make me happy, doing comfort things, like watching my favorite show, reading a good book, just like really filling my time. I think sometimes people feel like when they're alone, they're like, what do I do? But you should do your favorite things when you're alone. Like turn on the candles and turn on the lo-fi music and just romanticize your life like you're making a video about it or like it's a movie, and just make everything exactly how you want it. Do you think being connected with God and religion helps anxiety and solve problems? 100%, 1001% yes. Being in a relationship with God, you can like emotionally lean on him, and we were made to not do life alone. Like there's a void in us that only God can fill, and it's because he takes on the burden of our anxiety and our depression and our stress, and he wants you to give it to him. And when you do, and you are able to do that through growing your faith and just like opening your heart to God, it's not this huge thing, and it almost feels physically like he takes it from you when you just rest in God's peace and in his presence and in his trust. As humans, I think it's really hard for us to detach from those feelings and really let God take it from us, but that's when like the magic happens, when you're able to just give it all to him. And I know that like through my faith, I have been able to minimize so much of my anxiety. I grew up with horrible panic attacks, and then I found Jesus when I was in high school, and it's just been a whole different story since. Like God wants to take all of that from you, but you have to let him, and you have to open your heart to him. And once you do that, there is just so much joy in living in his peace and in his presence. So it's 1000% made my anxiety so much better. I feel it. I feel myself so much lighter when I'm in close communication with him. Okay, I'm gonna stuff the peppers and then broil them for 5 minutes. You can add shredded cheese on top if you want to. I think I'm just gonna put very little. It's unboxing time. I had some packages in my trunk that I had been meaning to get out for like a week, and we're gonna go through it together. There's a Sephora bag. This is obviously not a package. I went to Sephora today and I picked up 2 things, so I just thought I would include it. I got a refill of the Hiii Brow Sculpt. This is the brow gel that I use because I always get questions like how I do my eyebrows, and honestly this is the key. I fill them in very little, and then I'm trying to open it to show you. And then I use this to like brush them up, and it's just the strongest gel I've ever used. And guys, I'm getting a refill. I have not ran out of this since I bought it last December. So that just shows how much product is in here. And it's just obviously like a regular spoolie. But what is like life-changing is this little other spoolie. Can you see that? And so you just use that to like really kind of laminate the brow. And then the other thing I got, because they had all the Christmas sets out, I wanted to buy everything, but I was like, I really don't need makeup, so I'm not gonna buy any. But I did get this because I was looking for a new Laneige lip balm because I lost mine. I got the Divine Lip Duo, and it's the berry like tube balm, and then the peppermint lip sleeping mask. I love the peppermint sleeping mask. I bought one 2 years ago and I literally just lost it. Then I saw it in this set, so I decided to get it because I also want this to throw in my purse. Now let's get into the packages. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, oh, that's so cool. Why is there stuffed turkey in here? Gobble gobble, we would have gotten you a real turkey, but we thought that would make your book smelly. Thank you for a year of an amazing collaboration. Your friends at Book of the Month. I'm not gonna go through it with you because this is for a different video, but Can you guess what's coming? I placed a Revolve order a few weeks ago because I wanted to get some pieces for fall, and I just got some cute little sweaters. I'll probably make a reel of it. They're pretty much gonna sustain me through the whole season. This was part of the order. It just came in and it's so cute. This is a faux fur jacket, and like, look at how cute it is. It's a little bit cropped, and I love the teddy brown color. You guys see? Like, that's so cute. Oh, cute. This is gifted from Revolve. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Okay, they gifted me the jacket I just showed you in white. That's so adorable. If you guys are looking for like a good faux fur jacket, it has like this satin lining on the inside. So cute. Oh, I think this is a coat. I've been looking for like an overcoat because I live in Texas. I've like never had any. I have one from Aloe. And I just bought one the other day at Nordstrom Rack. Kind of want like a darker color. Okay, this is gonna be perfect for winter. I don't have anything like it. And like, I just need this. Like, I just need one of these, and it's a great high quality basic. It's turned into a winter essentials haul. This is from Lovers and Friends. And it's just this turtleneck sweater dress. And the sleeves kind of flare out. I will try that on and insert a picture of it so that way you guys can like have a better idea of how it looks. But that is the entire haul, and I'll have all those pieces also linked down below because Revolve did give me links to share with you guys. This is not paid sponsorship, it's simply gifted, and I can include commission links if I want. You can shop them, you obviously don't have to. So yeah, but if you're looking for good winter pieces, Revolve has great ones. I'm probably gonna eat and watch PLL because when I wanna have a good time by myself or with my friends, we watch comfort shows or movies, and I am in my PLL phase. I'm about to start season 6, so I'm almost done with the series again. After this, I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Renee showed me Arrow, and I like it because the acting is like so ridiculous. I love that type of like soapy drama, CW, ABC Family show. That is my stuff. Guys, it's that part of the show where they're all like arrested. They take it so far. It almost makes like no sense, but it's still so good. Now it is time for one of my favorite parts of my evening, if not the favorite part of my evening recently. It is time to Bible study. I'll have all the supplies for this linked down below in case you want to pick some up, you want to start yourself. And I have a journaling Bible, so it has like big columns on the side so you can write some of your notes or your thoughts as you go through it. And then recently I started using this because I felt like I was just unpacking so much as I was reading the Bible that I wanted to write it down, write down some of my thoughts. And so I just ended up using this journal that I had from Etsy and dedicating it to that. And the only other like supplies that I have is my pencil bag. This is one I got from Amazon. I have some colorful pastel pens for like underlining. I have some little transparent post-its as well. I lost my tabs. I was tabbing Akatar and now I can't find them, so I've just been using like post-its. I have these pastel highlighters that I like to use, and I just am like highlighting as I'm reading, and I've just taken like a whole different approach recently with my Bible study. I've been dedicating so much more time to it because I felt like I wasn't giving it enough of my time. And what I've been doing is I've been doing it with Renee, and I love to do it like with someone. You can do it with a friend, with your girlfriend, with your mom. I think it's really beneficial to read the Bible and like study it and dissect it and talk about it with someone else, because he's able to give me perspectives that I don't see by myself. I know God uses each of us to teach each other, and we'll interpret things differently sometimes, and we'll give our own like perspective on what certain things meant to us or what stood out to us and why. And it just becomes like such a great area for us to grow closer to God together. The only thing that I've really changed is that I'm spending much more time here. Recently we did 1 Peter and 2 Peter, and I'll show you kind of like what it looks like after we go through it. I love it. I also do this by myself, so you can totally do this by yourself too. And I've been doing like a chapter a day, really trying to understand like all the pieces of it, because every single piece of the word holds so much meaning, and it has been the most beneficial to my faith and my relationship with Jesus. And right now we're going through 1 Timothy, and I am on chapter 3. And this is a letter that Paul an apostle of Jesus wrote to Timothy, and it's just so many instructions for life and situations. And also, side note, Renee brought me a reindeer squishmallow from Target, and I recently got a snowman squishmallow, and I am preparing heavily for Christmas, so just thought I would haul him. His name is Den. So, it's bath time. It is not a self-care evening for me without a warm, relaxing bath. The entertainment of choice for this bath is Animal Crossing. I was so into Animal Crossing during the pandemic. Just kind of forgot about my little island. Since I've been spending like a lot more time off my phone, I've been trying to figure out more like activities that I like to do when I'm just at home. I love playing it because it's so mindless and it's so fun, and I was such a Nintendo girl when I was a kid. But I thought before I do that, I would answer like 2 more questions. Name your favorite TV character for the moment. I am watching Pretty Little Liars, we all know. And I would say my favorite character on PLL is Spencer, because I've always loved Spencer. Also on the show, I think now that I'm older, Hannah is also like my favorite character, and her and Caleb are just, their endgame. How to feel truly peaceful. I think it can be really hard with like the stress of our everyday lives to feel like a truly unending peace, but I feel like honestly relying on my faith and relying on God and Jesus to pull me through whatever situation or season I'm in, and also guide the way and know that it's not on me and I don't have to figure that out by myself, has given me so much peace that goes beyond understanding. Fave Starbucks drink. I'm into their refreshers right now. Not sure why. I like the strawberry acai and also the peach green tea lemonade. One I got a lot from some of you was how to be more confident and just like overall struggling with insecurity. I want you to know that you're not alone. First of all of us feel insecurity. You shouldn't feel like something's wrong with you because of that, or like you're worth less because of that. I think what has helped me is actually being able to like really detach myself from the insecurity and know that my worth and like my beauty comes from so much more than what I look like, what I'm wearing, what I have. I feel like I find a lot of confidence in doing things I'm passionate about and excelling at it and putting my time and my energy into it. And maybe this isn't like the most straightforward answer, but I have been able to, I think, grow a lot from trying to detach myself from my insecurities. Though I may feel them, I also need to realize that those voices are not true. And once you're able to kind of, I feel like, step into that more and kind of change your perspective on it, and instead of tearing yourself down, use it as a moment to be like, okay, well, why is this wrong? And how am I actually beautiful because of it? Then you can find a lot of empowerment in overcoming those insecurities. I hope that helped. Just be nice and be kind to yourself. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing here. This is today's face mask, strawberry rhubarb mask by Eminence Organics. Try and do a face mask at least once a week. I'm making myself a ginger and chamomile tea. I've been doing this every night, and it just feels like the cutest little self-care after dinner treat. I add some honey and just sip it while I read or watch TV. Okay guys, I have just made dessert and I have my tea and we're really ready now for the ultimate girl chats. I think we obviously need to taste test this cinnamon roll. The icing on it is like flaking off. It's so good. I could do a few more questions. Just some rapid fire. My phone has 5%, so we're gonna make this quick. There's so many I haven't gotten to. So I'm gonna like turbo through these while I enjoy my tea with you. How to prioritize self-care. I think just decide that you're gonna do it one night and stick to it and make time for yourself. How to get back into ballet after 5 years without doing it. Honestly, I don't think there's any easy way. It's always going to feel intimidating and uncomfortable, but the best advice I can give you is just go for it and know that every other adult in there with you is just doing it for fun, so there's no judgment. Was it hard changing from working in a company to becoming a full-time content creator? Well, one, navigating self-employment at 23 can be very intimidating, and I left a position that I was really wanting out of college because I wanted to pursue this full-time and build something bigger from these platforms. And God's already helped me achieve so much in a year, so though the transition was definitely weird, I think the weirdest part for me, honestly, sometimes is like comparison. I look around at my peers and I'm so happy for them that they have like great jobs at corporations or companies. Sometimes I feel like I can be a bit hard on myself on thinking like I don't do enough, which isn't true. So I don't think the change was super hard. I think it can just be a little bit intimidating, like managing all the different aspects of it by myself. Half the time I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I really hope I'm doing this right, but it has been so much learning along the way. How do you manage gym on your periods, including gym outfits and all? Listen, you don't want to be the girl who's wearing light clothes to the gym and accidentally has a spill on your period. And all I'm gonna say is I've been that girl and it's mortifying, so you definitely need to wear black or dark colors. I try not to push it too hard. I listen to my body. If I just want to go for a walk, I'll go for a walk. If I'm feeling up to a weights workout, then I will do that, and I will leave if I start getting cramps. So I think it's a lot of just like listening to your body. How did you decide to become a content creator? I love your content so much. Thank you. I love you. I'm not sure I decided. I feel like I really was just making YouTube videos because I love it so much and I grew up watching them, and I have so many videos that I like filmed in high school that like never went anywhere and they're just like saved on an old laptop. So it's like always been like a deep passion of mine that I love editing things on my laptop and putting them up. Yeah, I feel like just there wasn't a point where I like necessarily decided, but it's kind of the path that life has taken me. How are you feeling about trading? Are you more confident or scared? Honestly, scared, but I'm trying to get the confidence back in that. How do you heal yourself when you are feeling down? I try and lean on God, and I've tried to be better about that. Reading my Bible and just taking time for myself if I need to really slow down with work or even like hobbies. Like I'll slow down. I won't make myself work out. Kind of pacing myself according to what I'm feeling has helped healing. Favorite album? Anything One Direction. I wonder what like my most played album is. I don't know if it tells me. Honestly, probably Control by SZA. That album holds a special place in my heart. What are your top 5 books? I have not read enough to give good book recs, but currently Aqua is a fave, Dance of Thieves, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Those are some from the top of my head. I need to read more to be able to give you guys like good book recs. How do you deal with different routines with a boyfriend? That's a good question because it's honestly really tricky sometimes to balance. I think really communicating to one another what your routine or schedule is for the day before the day itself. Does that make sense? Like kind of communicating with each other, like this is what I'm doing tomorrow, this is my schedule. That has helped Renee and I so much when we just sit down and we're like, okay, these are our plans, instead of like kind of having conflicting schedules sometimes or like being on different pages about what's going on. Also, just letting each other like have our own individual routines. I do my morning routine a certain way. He does his similar but also like individual type of way. So ready for a boyfriend and not a fan of hookup culture. Any advice? Stay true to what you believe in. Hookup culture is not worth it at all. And the boy will find you. God will send you the perfect king of a man. Just be patient and listen to your gut. What are your dating deal breakers? How do you know Renee is the one? Dating deal breakers, probably like dirty or messy, no sense of humor, bad communicator or not willing to like improve. If I communicate my feelings to you and you're just like not receptive, or you think it's not important, or it's too little of like a problem, then that's deal breaker, because everyone should have a right to feel whatever they feel. And how do I know Renee is the one? Honestly, I feel like I knew from a really young age. They kind of say when you know, you know. He just like clicked with me in like the best way, and there was so much chemistry and so much love, and it was so fun to like experience like teenage love with him. Kind of feels exactly how you read in the books, and he's my best friend before anything else. Like, I know I can tell him anything and never be judged. Like, my deepest secrets, my biggest insecurity, I just know that he's someone I can confide in when it comes to literally anything. There's nothing ever left on the table between us. And I'm not sure like if there's one thing that makes you know that they're the one. I think I know he's the one because I've already spent years with him, and I still am super excited for every single day that I get to see him. And that feeling has not faded one bit. We definitely bring out the best in each other. He brings me closer to God. That's just like the feeling that I have when I'm with him. That's very vulnerable. I really don't share that with people. Okay, maybe we'll do one more. 3 interesting facts about yourself. Try and think of stuff that you guys don't know. I have to sleep with the light on because I'm scared of the dark. I love the UFC. I'm like a super fan, and I literally don't talk about that anywhere, but Renee and I have a ritual where we sit down Saturday evenings, spend it with each other, and we watch the UFC. I don't know, and I'm not a sports girl, and I feel like it's so pick me to be like, yeah, I love sports, like I'm so different. But genuinely, like, I'm kind of a super fan. Like, it's okay. I think this one's kind of interesting. So Stevie's my middle name, which you might know or might not know, I don't know. I created the Annika Stevie platforms to be a fresh start for myself from my personal social medias from high school and middle school and stuff. I always wanted that after graduating because my hometown is so small. So if you don't know, I've actually never gone by Annika Stevie in my life, but I do on the internet because it just kind of took off, and I had done it originally so people wouldn't find my like blogging Instagram when I had first made it during the pandemic. And it's kind of crazy that people know me as like Annika Stevie rather than like my last name, because I've just never gone by that in my life, and it just kind of stuck randomly. Those are 3 facts that you probably don't know about me. I am done for the night. I'm going to finish my cinnamon roll, sit in bed with Lola, and just have the best time. That is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had so much fun hanging out with you. There are some videos that I truly film because they heal my soul, and this is one of them. So thank you guys so much for sending your questions. Tell me if you like the Q&A like integrated. I thought it was really fun to kind of like get to talk to you almost in real time, because I asked for these questions this morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have the best day, whatever you're doing. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.